Hey, wonderful chosen ones. Hi, manifestors. How are you doing today? Great to see all of you here as usual. Listen, so I have some fantastic news for all of you. This video finds you. You have been awakened, you're chosen. This literally means your life is getting ready to be on the best trajectory course you can ever imagine, because there is absolutely no coincidence in this universe or multiverse. You were taught in school, in life, it's a coincidence, it's a chance, it's a luck. All of it is incorrect. Matter of fact, everything you have been taught about life is incorrect. Now, lucky, use the word lucky, right? Lucky for you, this video will be the most comprehensive video to teach you and show you something. And it came to me the other day. Guys, congratulations. Your reality is fake. Clap. You should rejoice. Reality is fake. It's a game, a hologram, a simulation. They all call all types of names. But let me explain, and let's tell a story, and let this impact your life, and this will change you, and you'll be the best version of yourself, because you're now is going to unleash the power you really have that they really don't want you to know about. But I'm going to expose your power to you right now, and we are going to do this the following way. So someone came up to me and said, they recognize me. Mark, I watch your videos. I just started watching your videos. But it's way over my head, man. The stuff is deep. I have to get into it a lot, but can you help me as a beginner? Because a lot of the stuff you're saying is fascinating. I've been experiencing it, but man, it's just so out there. It's just so high above my level of consciousness. Can you break it down so that I can understand it in a simplistic way? And this is what I'm going to do. So your reality is fake, and let me prove it to you, and why you should be happy and rejoice, and what's the benefits of living in a fake reality, a fake world, so to speak. When I use the word fake, I mean it's not really what you think it is or what you see or any of that stuff. All right, so let's dive into it. All right, so the way I would explain it, I was explaining it to this individual, and I'm gonna go in the following form. That's it. So this individual was in biology, healthcare, and I started the following way. I said, okay, so you're familiar with biology, you're familiar with the body. The body is cells and molecules. Beyond the cells and molecules, we get into a different world. It's called the atomic world, the world of particles and the world of atoms. An atom has no physical structure. So if an atom has no physical structure, you cannot have a physical structure. Yet you have a physical structure, and we'll get to that in a minute. So I started explaining that, and I said, okay, did you know that you don't really control or alternate your life the way you think you do? Your life is actually controlled by something else, a different mechanism. The mechanism that controls your life is your subconscious mind, which runs 97% of your life. 4 to 5 seconds before any decision is made, it's made by the brain via the subconscious. So that tells you you're not really in control. Is that a bad thing? That's a more wonderful thing, because what you're thinking is, oh my goodness, I'm not in control. I don't have free will. Well, you have free will. You just don't have the level of understanding of the free will you have, and this is where we're going to get into. So the subconscious, the mind, the brain makes decisions 4 to 5 seconds before you. When you're using your mind to think, you're only using 2 to 3% of it. It's not active, it's just observing. Okay, so there's no physical structure in reality. The atom shows us that everything is empty. All right, what's going on with that? Your body is a suit, it's a clothing, it's an avatar. Okay, so Mark, my body's an avatar. Well, how is that going to make reality fake for me? Well, if the atom has no physical structure, you, my friend, cannot have a physical structure. So now we have to go deeper. Okay, so what is giving me this physical structure? The only thing is the brain. So let's check out the brain. What's going on in the brain there, man? Okay, we examine the brain, and all we see are these little lines that run across, and they send information and electricity. They call it electrochemical. So these electrochemical signals are producing some type of experience. So we know that. So if the brain is producing experience, and I'm not locally real and I don't have physical structure, it can only be a mirror or an illusion. It is a hologram. Your brain is producing a hologram of a body, and what your brain does to make it even more immersive, your brain puts senses to it to make it feel more real. So you have this totally immersive experience of a real thing or a real being. That's the brain. But let's go back. The atom, no physical structure. Hence, there cannot be physical world. So what's in the brain? Contained in the brain are thoughts, emotions, images. So you see from inside the brain. It's called the visionary cortex. This is amazing news, man, because it means that what you see inside is going to mirror outside. So all you do is change what you see inside. But there is a trick to doing it. Here's the trick about it. Remember, it's the unconscious part of the mind that does the manifesting and the creation. So you got to work with the unconscious. You got to get to know the rules of the unconscious. And one of the simplest rules of the unconscious is you have to be repetitive. You have to repeat in the unconscious. If you don't repeat the unconscious won't repeat back to you what you want. So if your brain is producing thoughts and your brain is doing all this stuff, if I just keep thinking of something, if I keep visualizing something, imaging something, and this guy says to repeat it over a time, it is going to come into my reality. 100% is going to come into your reality. Not only is it going to come into your reality, you're going to be able to experience it, feel it, and touch it, because that's what the brain does. The brain takes immersive information and makes it real to us, hence reality. So we are products of mind. We are mentally creating this experience. Give yourself a hand, my friends. Let's get deeper now. How about the 4 to 5 seconds before a decision is made, my brain makes it? Who is making my decisions then? Who is telling me 4 to 5 seconds and let me believe I'm making the decision? Well, now we go into another realm. Let's go deep diving now. Now we go into beyond the brain, beyond dimensions. We enter consciousness. We enter the field. We enter higher self. We enter super conscious states of existence. We enter field of information. So there is someone, something streaming that's connected to you, information that's making your decisions before you do it. But here's the great news I have to tell you. That someone or that something is actually the real you. The real you is giving the fake you information so the fake you can enjoy this game or fake experience. When I use the word fake, I mean non-local, non-real. So you don't take life too seriously. You take life as a game, as a fun experience, and your whole experience will become better. Once you enjoy and once you tune into what you love to do, the mirror is back to you as your experience. Now let's talk about this thing, this higher self, whatever it's called. This is the most comprehensive, the easiest way I'm explaining it to a beginner, a newbie, a new awakened person, someone just finding this information out. So pay attention again. Here we go. From that realm, it streams to the brain. The brain scrambles the information, turns it into electrochemical information. The subconscious already retrieves that information from you, your higher self. So the subconscious takes the information, stores it below your consciousness where you're not aware yet. When you are ready, the real you, not the fake you, when you are ready, it's downloaded into, and it comes up as a desire. Hey, I want that house. I like to be a nurse. I like to be a doctor. I want to be a musician. I want to be an artist. Where did that come from? How did I have this desire? Why does that guy want to be a doctor? Why do I want to be an artist? Why can't we all be the same thing? Because each separate being is streaming his or her own experience. So now you know. So when I have a desire, what is the purpose of it? The purpose is for you to manifest it, for you to bring it into your existence or reality. Again, the reality is fake. Key word, you don't take it serious. Isn't this a wonderful experience? Isn't this brilliant to know that you are the one that have a majority of control? Exactly. What a gift you have. The problem, zip, they keep your gift, zip, from you. They don't want you to know this gift. How do I know it? Listen, I was talking to someone yesterday and I told you, they found my channel for the first time. And when I told them this information, you could see the mind blowing in their eyes. You could see the startledness. You can see the betrayal they felt. You can see the confusion. You can see the exhilaration. And you can see the aha moment all at once. Because this individual now realizes, oh my goodness, I've been duped my entire life. This individual, by the way, I was talking to is a pre-med student. So this is someone that's very familiar with biology, the body. And when this individual realized this individual immediately went to his phone, he started typing all this stuff in to see if what I was saying is true. And everything came back. He's like, oh my goodness, it says it right here. It says it right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why didn't I know this stuff? That's a great question. Why didn't you know this stuff? Why weren't you taught this stuff? I don't know. I could leave it up for debate. But I really do know. And you really do know. So we're not going to get into that subject. Okay? So the real thing is this, guys. Since it's fake, and since you're generating what we call a complete immersive experience in it, what you have to do is do a couple things that will change the trajectory of your life. Okay? Number one, just become more aware of what you're thinking. Number two, start to change what you're thinking. Let's start a third one in here. Number three, be consistent and repetitive with what you're thinking, what you're aware of. Let's go number four. Make sure whatever you're thinking is something that will benefit you, is something that is in your favor, is something that you want, is something that you desire. Do it repetitively, and over a period of what we call time, it will come in as an experience because the brain will mirror it. Now this person said to me, well, Mark, so if all of this is fake, then what about time? Time must be fake. So Mark, why do we age? Keep in mind, this is a pre-med student. So I asked that, I said, you're going to be a doctor. Tell me, why do we age? Well, he starts to explain to me about cell mitosis, how the cell divides and all that stuff. That's a process. That's not why. So, here's the next big one. The reason everything seems to age is not because of time. Okay? Want me to repeat that? You do not age because of time. You age because of something that no one can control. It's a part of the multiverse. It's a code in the game. You can slow down the code of what they call aging. That's right. You can bring it down to where you don't age as much as you can bring your code of aging down to up to 20 years, even 30 years. You can technically freeze 30 years of aging off of you. That's correct, because there is no time. So why do we age, Mark? Why do things go from order to disorder? It is fundamental force called entropy. E-N-T-R-O-P-Y. Entropy. When this game was simulated and holographic and came out, the game starts from order to disorder. Everything must go from order to disorder. That's called entropy. You can't change that. That's a code in the game. It's just how it plays. Everything must go from order to disorder. So they attach time to it and they called it time, but it's really entropy. Time isn't real. It's only now. Good morning from Montana. Love to see all of you from so many different areas and avenues. So guys, the main point is this. Let me wrap it up. Show you how easy this is. You are living in a fake reality, a fake world that you have been convinced is a real world, is a serious world, which the implications harms your health and your mental health. You also have been taught that this fake world is a real world with lack, not abundance. Abundance is scarcity in this real fake world. That's what you've been taught. The real truth is abundance is infinite. Abundance is all around you. This is your playground. This is where you should come out and play. This is the gift you have. This is what they don't want you to explore and have. Because if you do this, it will spoil their system of the matrix. So what you do now is now you understand that you are streamed from you, your higher self. You cannot have physical structure. It's all illusion. Quantum physics shows us that blatantly. So everything must be a mind projection, which is in your head. And what do you have? You have the greatest freedom of this game. You have the ability to control the awareness. Look at me. I can go this way, that way, up, down. Wait a minute, I'm not finished. I can think of something that makes me feel good. Man, yes. Oh, wait a minute. I can also think of something that makes me feel bad. Damn. Oh, wait a minute. I can go into the past. Let me go into the past in my head now. I'm going to a good past. That was a good memory. I'm going to a bad past. That's a bad memory. Wait a minute. I'm going into the future now. Let me go into the future. Okay. Good future. Okay. Bad future. What am I doing? I am the joystick. I am navigating the game. Only one problem. When I go into the future and when I go into the past, that was a program they installed in the game to keep me limited. They want me to be always in the future and in the past. Because if I'm in the future, I'm in the past, I am not in the game. I have to be in the game to affect the game, to change the game. If I'm not home, I can't do anything. So I go in the moment. I stay in the present. In this game, they install all kind of cheat codes to keep you from cheating the game. But you also have a lot of cheat codes that you can cheat the game. They call them all kind of names. They call them Illuminati. They call it the generators, the caretakers of the game, the Illuminati. They call them the elites. Whatever they call, you know what they call them. They are not the ones that created the game. They are just the caretakers of the game. They are just like you, but they just have more advanced knowledge of the system of the game, so they input things that will affect your consciousness so they can manipulate and have more control of the game, which you don't. So they are just in the same rule, but they just have more knowledge. Now you're on the same playing field because now you have the knowledge. So you can play the same game or higher now, so they can't affect you now. Mark, I'm on a winning streak implementing your techniques. Congratulations. I see a big jackpot coming for you. The next thing about this game, guess what? We are all connected. I can look at your picture and I can tell when something is great on the way for you. Because one thing about this game, it's one consciousness and you have to learn to turn it on so you can tune in to everybody. I can tune into all of you. All of you I am tuning into right now. And I can prove it to you. Yeah, really. I can prove it to you. Let me pick one of you guys here and I will tell you something about your life right now. And you can comment and tell me, hey, this guy's a bunch of baloney. This guy is really telling the truth. So let me see. Let me scan here. Let me take my glasses off here. Let me see. Okay, we're going to go to, let's see. So let's go to someone here. All right, we're going to go to who they are are you referring to, and they don't want us to know? All right, my friend, this is, no, I can't, your name isn't, let me see here. I gotta get someone. Okay, we'll go to Veronica. Veronica says she's on a winning streak and implementing my techniques. So I'm gonna tell something about Veronica. So Veronica, you can comment below if I'm not telling the truth here, okay? So Veronica, here's the thing. Let me tap into your consciousness. Let me feel. People may be watching and say, what this guy doing? It's a bunch of baloney. It's not. Everything is electromagnetic energy. It's connected. You just have to go to the frequency. So let me tell you something about Veronica. So Veronica, here's the thing. Number one, stop giving your time to people who don't deserve your time. The other day, why are you people pleasing someone? That's number one. Number two, spend more time being selfish. You like to give people things to make yourself feel better. I know you had it since you're a child, but now it's time for you to be selfish. Go ahead, Veronica. Tell me if I am wrong. Comment below. All right, that's her. So the point is, I don't want to spend time on this whole video talking to all you guys, reading your energy and telling you all that stuff. If you want to learn that, you can sign up, get into my school platform. I do that for all my members, and I teach them and I show them, and you can learn it too. All right, but let's go back to the simulation and the fakeness of the game. So one of the advantages that you have, guys, is the ability to tap into the field or the superconscious, or the what do you call it, the motherboard, the CPU, the central processing. Let's see Veronica. What Veronica says here. Veronica says, okay, you are 1000% correct. My weakness is people pleasing. How would I have known that? It's not a lucky guess, my friends. I'll tell you what. Let's use science to show you this phenomenon. They're just on the cusp. That's crazy. It's not crazy. It's actually science. Mark, oh my God, how did you do that? Science, all of you can do it. But let me give you the backdrop. I'll have to do another video on doing and showing you how to do that. But let me give you a backdrop. Your brain sends off waves, just like your phone has Wi-Fi, right? You can't see the Wi-Fi. Your brain goes in these states. Here we go. Alpha, theta, beta, delta, gamma. You are always, that's your brain. Your brain is on different waves, right? Right now, I'm talking to you, all of you, we are in the beta. Beta is the most alertness part of our day. It's the active part. That's our conscious mind. We are in the observing, watching, okay? That's beta. How I was able to read all you guys is I went to another state. I went into alpha. Alpha is the state where you calm down and you let your mind and you release the energy and you tap into that person. You see that person's name, you see an image, and you let it go and you're connected. That's the alpha. The theta state now is where you impress the subconscious. Now, since everything is one communication channel, it's always sending circular information. The way you tap into something is you look at it and you ask, you say to yourself just like this, what are you showing me? And just let it go. You turn off your mind for about a split second. That's all it takes. Once the ego gets turned off, that higher conscious comes right in, taps into that person, into that being, relays the information back to you, and you pick up what's ever going on in their life. You could pick up the energy of if they're in a good mood, bad mood. Sometimes you can even see snapshots, like real live snapshots of that person or a situation where that person has been or someone. It's because information is stored in what we call qubits. They're gathered in these quantum states like pixels on a phone, and they're pressed out there. Nothing is ever destroyed. Again, because it's mind. Is this making sense to you now? Some of you are saying, I've seen snapshots. Your brain can actually, you can chill right now and you can see a snapshot of your mom or your cousin doing something or somewhere at a certain store, and you go, Mom, were you just at the CVS? Yes, I was. Oh man, an image just came in and I saw you at the CVS. See that? You can actually do that consistently. That's the glitch. How you think you do with the lottery? Let me see a snapshot of that winning number. What number is that number? Look at that number right there. 1414. Okay. 9161. Look at that number right there. A snapshot. Okay. Snapshot. Look at that store right there. Why is it showing me that green lottery scratch ticket? Let me go to that store. Let me buy that ticket. Boom! Boom, boom, boom. Matter of fact, that just happened today. I got a snapshot. I'll show it to you right now. Snapshot. I'm going to go to this Publix. Why am I going to this Publix? I'm going to the Publix. What's in the Publix? The machine? I'm going to the machine in the Publix? Alright, I'm going to the machine in the Publix. I don't need anything in the Publix, but I'm going to go to the machine in the Publix. Okay. What am I getting in the machine in the Publix? You're going to get a scratch ticket. What scratch ticket I'm going to get in the machine in the Publix? A crossword one. Alright, I'm going to get the crossword one. When I scratch it, what I'm going to see when I scratch it? That's what I'm going to see. You see those two money bag signs? 2, 2? It's $500. All the time. Every day. That's how the field works. That's how the game works. You can take the game and you can adjust the game into any situation. You can go to the game and you can be the player, the lottery, and the jackpot. You can take the game, you can go to the real estate, the best broker, investor. You can go to the game, you can be the day trader, the stock trader, the forex trader. You go to the game, you can make your music business, your acting business, your art business, your client business. You can excel all of that stuff because it's the same system. What I'm describing, they call it psychic ability. But what I'm describing, it's called your natural ability. It's not psychic, it's natural. When they call it psychic, they make it seem like only a select few. Everybody is technically psychic. It's your natural ability. It's what you all have. You have that one, they call psychic. You have the other one where you can see the images. You have the next one where you can view in, listen to this, drum roll. You can stay here and view another country, another person, another place in real time. Just like you can watch the news and they're live in Chicago, they're live in New York, you can be live in your house, you can be live in your cousin in San Francisco, you can be live anywhere. I have to stop. I can't go too deep because then you know what will happen. So let me stop now. If I go too deep and I go too high, you know the matrix will come. Anyway, that's enough for you guys, and you guys will understand. So let me show you more. You want to learn more? Here. Boom. Yes, lucid dreaming. This is the book. Everyone should have it. Win the lottery, manifest it. Quantum physics shows you the game. This is the game book, Game of Life, cheat code. Available Amazon paperback. Next level stuff, you can enroll in my one-on-one coaching sessions where I teach, mentor, and show you the techniques, the system for you to live the best life. But anyway, I want to close. Yes, the audio book is now available. I also have the audio version of the lottery one, and the audio version, it's not going to be on Kindle. They rejected me on Kindle. I don't know why. It's not on Amazon, so it's only going to be exclusively available on my stuff. You know, I don't know why they rejected. Maybe it's too powerful. Maybe the information is too bold. They're not ready for it yet. But it's not on that stuff. So you can get the audiobook on my site. All right, both books. Yes, both of these are available on Amazon paperback. But look, let me leave you with this. Sit back, relax. Your world is fake. Sit back, relax. Everything is already set up for you, by you, higher version of you. Sit back, relax. Whatever you have in your desires to come forth, just repeat them and they will come into your world as a physical experience. The key is sit back, relax. It's already yours. See you next time.